Capacity field at 20 and the gates are back now and they're off and racing. In the gold jacket, Hopeful jump well. Arapaho's right there. Warmunga going forward and Allow Cance as well. Circle of Fire's in the action out wide and Duke Ducess is going right up the inside. And in the early stages, Duke's going to hold the lot of them out. From Arapaho, Allow Cance goes to third, 3 up. Warmunga 4 out. Followed by River of Stars poking through in the black cap on the outside of Hopeful. Circle of Fire's deeper out. Then Athabaskan in the middle of the pack there with the white cap, mostly cloud at the outside. Valiant King's down on the fence. They're followed further back by Garrett Chico about midfield. To Janis, it's outside. Then Zardozi down on the rails. Right behind her is a rear from Age of Sail. Then Cleveland's up ahead of Tijanis in the run. Further back to Strathtay, Francesco Guardi, Lastochka, and Waltham's last of all. Down to the post, and Clark's taking control of the race now to Allow Cance. This allows River of Stars to stride up on the outside. It's Allow Cance about a half in front to River of Stars. So she did a bit of work early there, Allow Cance. Clark wants to give her a bit of a rest, and he'll put the Do Not Disturb sign on. River of Stars in second. Now Circle of Fire hasn't got the spot yet. It's caught wide. Duke Ducessa gets the prime position with the tail trail behind the favourite. Then Hopeful 3 back the fence, further back to Arapaho. About 2 off to Valiant King. Racing out there at Birdman, I should say, on the inside of Athabaskan. 2 further back to Zardozi, is tugging along on the fence from mostly cloudy the outside. They're followed further back by Zarir on the inside of Garrett Chico. A gap of about 2 lengths into Francesco Guardi as they head to the back. Further back then to Cleveland, to Janis, inching a little bit closer from the Stochka, Age of Sail. Waltham and Strathday are the last 2, so they're really strung out down the back. And Allow Cance in control by a length on River of Stars. Duke Ducessa in a very handy third right behind the favourite. Circle of Fire, last year's winner, gets the 1 out 1 back trail now, followed by Hopeful. Then came Warmunga, further back to Burpin on the inside of Arapaho. 2 after Zardozi on the inside of Athabaskan as the race back to where they all started from. 900 metres to go. Back in the field is the rear from mostly cloudy Francesco Guardi, Gran Chico, to Janis under the pump out wide, then Cleveland, Lastochka, Age of Sail, Waltham and Strathday last about 20 off the lead. Athabaskan give it a bit more rain by Clark now at the 600 metres. She's a length in front from River of Stars, who've been revved up to give chase. Then Circle of Fire, Duke Ducessa slipping right along the rails from Athabaskan. Now the runs are starting out wide. Warmunga mostly cloudy. Cleveland hooking right to the outside. So Allow Cance swings in front from River of Stars. Allow Cance, she might be gone. Yes, River of Stars and Arapaho have moved up. Athabaskan chimes in. Right down the outside is Cleveland with a good run, mostly cloudy. But Arapaho dashes clear. It's Arapaho 2, 3 lengths in front in the Sydney Cup. Oh, Arapaho. Well, second crack at the Sydney Cup, and today's the day. Arapaho, a big winner. Waltham at big odds got up to run second. River of Stars third, then mostly cloudy Athabaskan. Further back to Garrett Chico. Birdman, Circle of Fires, Zardozi's the rear. Cleveland, Strathday running on with some headway from Warmunga. Duke Ducessa dropped out. So did Allow Cance. Further back to Hopeful, to Janis, Lastochka, Age of Sail, and Francesco Guardi was last in.
Arapaho has won the Sydney Cup. A big week for Bjorn Baker. He's won the Doncaster Sydney Cup in a week. Rachel King wins a second Sydney Cup. She won on Knight's Order for Gay and Adrian 3 years ago. I'm being told they might have run a track record here. The track record set by who shot the Barman at 3:20.04. They might have broken the track record here at 3:19.3. And look at the margin, Ronnie. Arapaho beating Waltham and River of Stars.
Yeah, he got a beautiful ride. He looked the winner before the turn when he seemed to be the only horse travelling there. So he just puts a gap in him late there. And look at my old mate Waltham. Waltham looking for a run through. He charges to the line into second spot, and River of Stars was great, riding that speed and sticking on so well. So I'll have to have a few more looks at that, but all I know is we've got a dominant winner And stand by, Bjorn.
Yeah, it was a terrific ride there, Ronnie. Obviously, she drew a little bit sticky, but once she got up, we know this horse can race right up on speed and quite often lead, but she's happy to just mind her own business once she got to the fence and just let this horse go through its gears. And once she pushed the button, gee, this horse was electric over the 2 mile today.
Arapaho, number 2, wins the Sydney Cup to go alongside a Tancred and Bjorn Baker has trained Arapaho to go and win another Group 1. And Rachel King in the saddle. Number 20, Waltham. Great training performance by Matthew Smith and Rhys Jones. A real stayer, Waltham. And number 9 has run third, River of Stars. Chris Waller and Tyler Schiller. Well, maybe the best is yet to come for River of Stars. Only its second run in Australia after running 7th in the Tancred. So, Ronnie, that Tancred form not too bad. Arapaho and River of Stars, they were behind Dubai Honour in that Tancred, and they've gone on and stretched it to 2 mile today.
Yeah, I really like the Tancred form this year. I just identified the wrong horses. Out of it, Duke de Cesar had his chance there and was outstayed, and along with a few others. But Arapaho, he's been here before and run well in a Sydney Cup, and he was just... I'll have to go back and have another look at that ride, but when I caught sight of him at the 800 there, he was in a beautiful position, just stalking out of the battle, ready to present at the right time. So at first glance, it looks a fantastic ride.
Okay, Corey, can you get to Rachel?
I'll try.
You'll have to wait for a husband.
Congratulations, Trace. How good was he?
Oh, you can just see what this horse means to everyone. He's just been a superstar. He's won races we never thought he even should have been in at the start, and to do what he did today, look, I probably had as many doubts as everyone else about 32. I wasn't quite sure, you know. But the one thing I always say to everyone is, I've never ridden a horse so honest. He just tries.
600 metres from home, he looked the winner already.
I was bolting. I had to sort of count to 10 and just wait till I got to the top of the rise. He's got an awesome turn of foot for a stayer, and I knew if he got an economical run, which he did himself because he jumped super today and put himself in a beautiful spot. He went to sleep, and look, credit to Bjorn and his team. They had him perfect cherry ripe today. He couldn't have been any fitter and feeling any better.
Well done.
Thank you.
Bjorn Baker, here we are again, 7 days later, and it's a Sydney Cup to go with the Doncaster.
Yeah, very, very special, and I must say, Murray won it in 92. I asked Luke this, my assistant trainer, I said, what's the winner that Murray had in 92? And he said, I can't remember. He finally got it after I said my eagle, he got I. Right. And then his brother texted me this morning, that was the poster on our wall for 8 years growing up. So it's just amazing. I haven't got my good friends in this horse, I've got my family. So very special. We lost one of the part owners last year, Griffo. He's a legend, and what he did for Western Sydney and what he did for charities and what he did for rugby league, I'm never going to be able to replace that at all. He's an absolute champ, and just so much love to the family. We miss them.
This is a very special horse, Arapaho. He's a Tancred winner, and now you've stretched him out to 2 mile, which maybe you thought he wouldn't be able to jump that bar.
Well, I argue we get a bit emotional about this horse at the stables. Yeah. We love him. And we gave him a bit of Murray Baker treatment on Thursday, and he relaxed beautifully.
What does that entail?
That entails just doing a solid piece of groundwork, and he's a sound horse. We know he's got acceleration, and that's where having a father that won everything but the Melbourne Cup comes into it. So so impressive and great ride today. Rachel King just held him up, and he exploded, which he can do.
Well, it's going to be hard to top this week in racing for Bjorn Baker, the newly minted Australian.
I might be Japanese. They race for pretty good money soon, but I love it. I'm lucky. I'm the luckiest man in the world, and I'm just lucky to train good horses that are fit, healthy and well.
All right. How will Steffi run later today?
It's hard. You've got 2 champion mares there. She's got a great gait though. She'll be able to put herself there. She's come through the race in a remarkable order. So it's been a magic day already.
Good luck. Well done.
Thank you.